But I always wanted to do better so I could get a factory ride and go fly to places. And then my former boss, Tosh Moraviov, friend, uh, he was in between sponsors and came with us on a trip one time. And we're about halfway through the trip. He's like, man, this is awesome. I'm like, what are you talking about? You got to fly everywhere. He goes, yeah, but I didn't see shit. He goes, this is awesome, man. We get to see stuff, go places. I never know what a Whataburger was. I'm like, shit, that's awesome. And I get excited when we get into Texas. It's like, let's pull over. Let's go.
Welcome back to we ready?
Yeah, man, this is all you. You got this.
All right, here we go. Welcome back to BMX Podcast. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining us. Hey, Danny, today we have a Azusa local show, bro. Something that you're not familiar with, man.
Because you guys from Southern California are a little bit questionable. Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Sounds like a normal no-cal guy.
Yeah, we got Mike Allen and Tim Ebbett. Totally stoked to talk. San Gabriel Valley BMX. These guys, we chewed a lot of the same dirt. Even though, Mike, I would assume that are you 58?
I am 56.
50. Okay, so we didn't race each other. You raced my brother. But
yeah, I was trying to find some of that, but I was unsuccessful.
Oh, okay. All right. Do you remember racing anybody on main bikes?
Yeah, I mean there was main bikes, but that guy was too small to be related to you. And then there was a John Miernan that certainly doesn't look like you. So
I don't remember a John Miernan.
Yeah, he was pretty damn fast, but he didn't race very long.
Oh wow. Okay. Nice. And I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just going to ask you guys, since you guys all raced locals in Southern California, I didn't experience that. Obviously, I've raced NorCal, but what do you guys remember the big moto counts back in the day? Can you remember some huge ones for local races?
I mean, I remember 80 motos, probably about the biggest local that I remember. That might have been a double pointers, but something around there.
That's the thing I was fishing for, because I've read some things about, Orange Y and things like that where they had huge moto counts and, racing till 11 o'clock at night. And I was like, man, I never experienced that. Like, I saw some decent moto counts, 30, 40 motos, and that's good for a local. That's high for a local, right? But to say you guys had 60 plus motos on a local is pretty big. I'm kind of envious of that,
Hopefully they rebuild Orange Y, but those moto counts used to be huge on a weeknight.
On a weeknight, dude.
Yeah.
Kev, do you remember the high moto counts at all, Kev, or was it kind of down?
The high moto counts was a bit before my time, dude. Like I remember on a typical, when Azusa raced Wednesday night, maybe
Wednesday and Fridays, I think.
Yeah,
maybe
20, 25 motos at best. If we were lucky. I probably raced the same 10 guys every week. We really didn't switch it up much. But Tim, you were an Orange local, or
no? I was more of a Azusa NBL.
See, okay, so you're my age, right? You're 58.
Yeah, 50. Yeah, I'll be 59 in a couple weeks.
Yeah, me too. Wow, dude. So you
wait, it says NBL? Is that what you said? It wasn't ABA?
Yeah. Well, ABA was down the street, and that's where we all raced. And then right up the street, they started building a new track, and that was the NBL track, and then the US BMX.
Okay, so ABA was down the street from NBL. That's funny, man.
Yeah.
Literally right down the street.
Yeah, it was probably, I don't know, 1,000 feet. I don't know. It wasn't very far at all.
Yeah, it was really close. And hey, guys, I've explained this to Danny many times, and I keep telling there was 2 tracks in Azusa. Every time I bring up Azusa, he thinks I'm talking about the NBL track. But yeah, I was a local to the ABA track, but I did race the Azusa track.
Yeah, you talked about that you were the ABA guy on main bikes, and somebody else was an NBL or some crap like that.
Tim Testa. You remember Tim Testa?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Tim knows him as.
No, we all had funny nicknames for each other back then.
Yeah. Tim Testa and I were on the same team at the same time, and he didn't remember me. And,
Really?
We raced each other, and he didn't remember me.
Yeah, he'd hit me up every once in a while on didn't know if I'm still going to the races, the drag races and stuff, and I guess he goes to those once in a while stuff.
Oh, okay. All right. Nice. So, Mike, you were on S&K. I was on main bikes. Who'd you ride for, Tim?
The first bike shop I think was Norm's bike shop. I rode for them for a little bit. Then it was K&D, I think. And I think that's about really all I rode for. I didn't like riding for anybody.
Okay. I remember S&K. I remember Alasta.
Mm-hmm.
I remember Monrovia Schwinn.
I worked at Alasta Bikes.
What's that?
I worked at Alasta Bikes, but I never rode for them. Yeah.
Were they in Glendora or were they in Upland?
Glendora.
Okay. All right. Nice, man. Nice.
They were by Petrillo's, right? Weren't they down like a little bit from the hat there on 66?
No, yeah, it was like, right across from the college and stuff right there.
Oh, okay. A little down farther, right?
Yeah. Me and Randy Robertson worked there.
Yeah,
Well,
there was Azusa bikes too.
Azusa bike and moped, right?
But the orange, there were orange jerseys. That's when we would slap Bullwinkle on the helmet and he'd chase us.
Little bobblehead.
Yeah,
He's not so little anymore.
No.
Yeah, totally, man, totally. Well, one thing I thought I want to talk to Tim about was like we've had Billy Griggs on and we've also had Greg Hill on, and both I had this question that I like to ask: what's the sketchiest thing you've ever done on a BMX bike? And they both said that it was the big double jump at Devonshire Downs, which I've never been. I never went to Devonshire Downs, but I think was it Billy that said Tim did it first, or was it Greg? Tim's
was Billy that said it.
Yeah, I think Billy said it.
Yeah, dude. So I'm curious. Do you agree with their opinion? That was the sketchiest thing that you've ever done.
It was definitely. I mean, it scared the hell out of me. It's strange because when I got there for the photo shoot, I was late because I had to take a test or something in school. So when my dad and I and Jeff Lewis showed up, they were all leaving and getting ready to go to lunch. And they said, "Hey, we're going to do some photo shoots on this jump." And I looked at it and I went, that doesn't look like a bicycle jump. I said, okay. So, I wasn't fearless, but I had some stupid things to do. And so I rode up to it and I'm sitting on the top of it and I'm looking across going, wow, how fast you got to go to do this? So I rode back up, came hauling butt into it, skidded to the top, stopped, looked again. I did that like 4 or 5 times. And believe it or not, Jeff did it before me. I think he did it on the second attempt, which is funny because I'll normally would out jump him and stuff like that. But I don't know. He just felt more confident. And I think I was just talking myself out of it. And I'm sitting up there and all of a sudden I look over and I see all the cars coming back from lunch. And when I have to do this right now, this is why I'm here. They want to take pictures of this. So I came into it as hot as I could and I hit it. And it was kind of like the oh shit thing, where you're pointed up, you're on the bars, you're on the brakes, and I completely overshot the jump, landed almost at the bottom of it. And then it wasn't all done yet, so it's still kind of soft, and the berm after it was all soft, so I just locked them up, slid out, and stood up going like, I've never been in the air that long in my life. This is just insane. And then they come up and they ask me, so what are you doing? I said, I was just trying to see how far I could go. I don't want to know that was my first time and I was scared to do it.
That was, I think Billy said he bottomed out on it too. And then he said he bent something like his forks or his bars or something like that.
He didn't want to come up short. It was going to hurt,
Yeah. Was this jump on the first straight? Because that's the one thing I'm foggy on.
No, first straight was a big anthill.
Yeah, it was like the third straightaway. I remember that's what Greg said was like, you're already a little jacked.
That's right. That's right. So, man, was it rideable? So, like, let's say you're decided, I'm not jumping that.
Yeah, the national was. They filled in the hole a bunch, so it was more like a big saddle jump. So you could actually hit it and still right through it.
Yeah, but in the beginning they didn't have it filled in the middle.
Like I'll show it. I mean that you can see it's unrideable. I don't know if there's
wow, dude.
Look at the height he's on that photo, man.
Can't get out of the glare.
Yeah.
So it was, but you can see like where you're taking off from way back over here, and then the landing was, I landed down this area somewhere the first time, and that was on my my Diamondback Turbo that I was riding.
Okay, all right.
Because that was another thing I noticed that he asked.
Let me stop him for a second. Hold on a second, Tim, because all these guys have been talking shit about the Diamondback Turbo, and I always sit there silent thinking, I thought that was a badass bike, and everyone's like, oh, it sucked, it was this, it was that. Okay, give me your opinion on that bike really quick, if you don't mind.
Actually, I actually really liked it. I got used to riding smaller bikes because of all the testing, and so all I did was I put the snake post on it that I got from Clint Miller, and then I put an ESP, the long stem on it, and it was fine. It was, obviously way snappy and quick head angle, and I rode that. The cranks in the bottom bracket were kind of sucked. I broke spindle after spindle on those from jumping. The nice thing was I just give it to Harry, and here you go, give me another one, and there you go.
Yeah.
Nice.
My brother broke his spindle too on the cranks.
Yeah, they were kind of chintzy.
I think I just the way it looks so much. Yeah, with that suede seat and that smoke chrome, that bike just looks so freaking cool.
And then
it was all about the gusset with the diamond made it badass. That just looked cool.
Yeah, it did look pretty cool.
The black one was cool. And the normal people had the silver stickers, and the factory guys had the gold stickers. The one thing I didn't like about the cranks themselves, I mean, they twisted a little bit, but that little metal plate that was on that said turbo. Mm-hmm. Once you take your ankle out once with that, you just constantly keep doing it. So you always have a scab on your ankle. It was like a little razor blade. It always. I don't know if it's just because I hugged the cranks too much with my feet or what, but I was constantly taking out the right angle.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that, but when you look at it, Kevin, it's like designed to butcher you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could totally see where he's coming from. Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, it's like my feet position on my pedals is always kind of like I have to concentrate, and we talked about it before, to keep my feet as straight as I can because they naturally want to kind of go out like that. And I didn't notice it till I saw photos of myself one day. I'm like, why am I riding like that? And then I saw photos of Greg Hill, and he does the same thing. I go, well, if he could do it, I could do it.
So now you guys have the big race off coming at Dirty Fest on 20 inches, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're racing a 24, Tim.
Yeah, I'm
racing a 24 and a 26.
Hey, Danny, dude, Tim.
I think we're going to have to race the Open.
Right?
Yeah.
Did you win Cruiser?
Won the 26 the last 2 years.
Yeah, Danny, Tim was smoking fast, dude.
Oh, so I'm
riding a pretty badass bike, and I think that helps. And of course, I don't know if you heard or not, but yeah, they had the trophy dash after, and it was me, Stu Thompson, and his last name's Morris. Can't think of his first name. And so I was in a little SE sandwich, and I told him I'd be work in the morning, and I was like, I don't want to go for it that hard, and so I didn't go that hard, and I should have, because I think I could have beaten them both into the first turn. And like every time I kept trying to get around Stu, he'd like move over, put me in the soft stuff here. So I mean, it's not like it's his first race. I'm thinking, I've never even been on the gate with a guy before, and it's funny because now we're like almost the same size, but when I was racing, he was way bigger than me. And so that little like step up turn going to the second to last straightaway, I said, I'm going to dive bomb him and go under him. And I washed out. And I slammed pretty hard and felt pretty stupid. And the bike I was riding, I really didn't want it to touch the ground. So I felt pretty bad for my buddy that owns that bike because it's not mine.
Yeah. Well, what bike was it again? What kind?
It's a Pro 9.
Pro 9. Okay. Nice. Mike, Mike, you don't do Dirty Fest, right? Or do you?
No, I was there last year. Well, I don't do it during the day. I went for the Saturday show.
Okay.
80s after party.
Oh man, I was gone when that happened. I was pretty dusted. I'm like, I'm out, Kev. I'm going home. And yeah, we helped Kevin clean up all the stuff, put everything away. And we were both super tired, man, because Kevin, dude, the man doesn't sleep, man. I spent the night at his house, and it's like 5 a.m. I can hear movement. I go, there's no way that dude is already awake. And we were at the track. I was filming for my channel, right? And I'm like thinking to myself, man, I feel like I've been here all day. And I'm actually filming at this part, Kev. And I'm like, well, it's only 10 o'clock. We had been there for so long already. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to it this time because we're going to try to race it this time instead of just sitting around. Yeah, but you know what? Just for anybody who's listening, just going to that event and hanging out is actually just as cool, honestly. If I wasn't racing, I wouldn't really care. It's just so cool to be around in that environment and catching all the footage that I did, and plus seeing all these legendary guys just walking around riding their bikes. It's just awesome. And I think they're expecting like 5,000 people. Kev, is that the number?
That's what Mike told me. I don't know. I'll believe. I guess I can believe him. 5,000. Yeah.
So you guys going to go for more than you're going to go the whole weekend and set up there? Or?
I 3 days is too much for me, man. I was there for 5 days last year. I set up. I helped set up for 2 days, and then I moved in on Friday, and then we had Saturday and Sunday. But this time I'll be there probably Saturday and Sunday. I don't know. You want to come down Friday, Danny?
That'll probably be my travel day, so we'll more than likely just go Saturday.
Yeah.
Do they have practice on Saturday at all, though?
Yeah, Saturday. They race on Saturday.
Yeah, I thought.
And then race.
All right, that's cool because I just need to be able to see what it's like to go down that. I don't know. It looks intimidating from I'm racing on the current tracks. So when you look at Dirty Fest, you're like, damn, that's a long way up there, dude. Because I was filming in the infield, and it just seemed like a mile away, the starting hill, man. I'm like, damn, I could barely see them until it came down. It looks a little insane. How much?
Put some knobbies on that thing, Danny. Put some knobbies on that thing. Yeah,
I'm gonna take my Skyway. It's got some Tioga power blocks on it, so those gotta go. And then I'll just race that. I'll throw some Comp 3s on there. I'm hoping to get a set of wheels to lighten it up because I got to make sure I beat Kevin because everybody's going to be watching. I don't care if I come in 7th as long as Kevin's in 8th.
Don't count on it, man. Don't count on it.
Well, if you come in 7th or 8th, you missed your gate because there's only a 6-man gate.
Oh, I didn't even know that. All right. Well, as long as Kevin comes in 6th.
Well, so now I don't know who you've tuned up with, Danny, but Kevin here is like racing with former pros and wasn't too far behind Mickey Lundy. Back in the day, that dude was fast as hell.
Yeah, he was.
Before that race, I met Mickey for the first time, and I go, "Hey, it's a pleasure racing, Mickey. I never thought in a million years in 1981 I'd be seeing you in BMX action, and now I'm racing you when I'm 58. This is great, man. I come all this way to get beat by Mickey Lundy. Thanks, man." He's like, "No problem, dude. Sweet guy, man." I was like, "This is bitching, man." But hey, Mike, what was even more weird was that I got on the gate, right, and I'm sitting on the hill, and I see Stu come up to my right, and I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna wait till Stu gets on the gate. This is practice, right? I'm like, okay, I'm waiting, and then Eric Group comes up on the other side, right? And I'm all, oh damn, okay. So now I get on the gate, so I'm in between Eric Group and Stu Thompson, and snap, dude, and they're gone. And I'm like, but I was on the gate with these guys, man. I was totally stoked, man.
You got a picture?
I have a video of it. I have a video of it. Yeah.
All right, it happened.
Yeah.
The only thing when I was watching Kevin, he's got good acceleration, but it doesn't look like he was snapping. He was just kind of coming out of the gate. And I'm like, Kevin, come on, pick your wheel up. Go for it, man.
It's all the power. It's brute power, man.
It is, because he gets moving fast. And so I was like, okay, well, I guess it doesn't matter. And you know what, guys? We had Greg Mathias on the other day, and I saw a video. He sent it to me. He said, check out my one-footed start. And, dude, he got out hella fast with 1 foot. I was like, I didn't think that was possible. I know that Andy Patterson did it that way forever, but I was like, damn, he came out like fast.
When I started racing again at Whittier, I actually helped when Frosty Kennedy opened it. I helped him actually weld the gate. I started doing 1 foot starts there, just like Andy. It was awesome, man. Worked great.
Wow.
I did 1-footed starts when I first started because I was scared as hell, man. And you know, I'll fast forward it. I come back in 2012 to start racing again. And at this point now, everybody's clipping in. And when the last time I had raced, you know, there was a small percentage of guys that were clipping in because it was kind of the late 90s. And anyway, man, I got on the gate. It was gate practice. And all I heard was click, 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 click. Everybody was snapping into their pedals. And I'm like, I go, what the hell's going on? Like, it was the weirdest sensation ever. That's when I knew times had changed. At that one moment, I'm like, oh, Jesus, man. I still haven't clipped in. I probably will never clip in. You know, it doesn't matter to me. That's so cool, though. Hey, yo, guys, I got a few general questions for you guys, if you don't mind, Kev, if I could butt in.
Do your thing, man. Do your thing.
All right, so I was going to ask both of you guys how you feel about today's racing, what you like about it, what might you dislike about it, and what you think would improve the sport as of today. And we'll start with Mike. Go ahead, Mike. What do you think?
I mean, at first, when I first started seeing it, I just thought 3 turns, a few rollers, it's just too cookie cutter. I still kind of think that, but after going out and riding and learning that there's a whole method to this pumping the track, and there's an art to it. Yeah. So the only thing for me that would make it better is if they would just change the tracks up a little bit more, rather, you know, than either 1 big turn and a couple small turns or 3 small turns. Just the Grands tracks sometimes seem fun, but I just wish they were a little bit different so that there's a little more uniqueness when you go from track to track rather than 3 turns, 3, 4 straightaways, and that's it. But there's an art to it, no doubt.
There is. I got a lot of respect for the younger guys because I watch them ride all the time, obviously during gate practice, and even I watch videos all the time too. And the way these guys navigate the track, it's a different style of riding that I didn't appreciate until I actually tried it. And I go, oh yeah, I don't have that skill set.
and as you guys know, I've been propping you up as you guys have been going along. I sent you that video, the guy that I think from back in the day that could do it on a new track was Todd Lyons. I sent you that video where he manuals through those. I mean, that was awesome.
Yeah,
he was back in the day. Then he ate shit trying to jump a pretty jump after that, but going through those 6 whoops or whatever it was, I mean, he was flying through there.
Yeah, the uniqueness of the tracks in the 80s is probably the advantage. I'm thinking of a track in Stockton. I live in Stockton, but I hadn't lived there at the time. It was during I went to a national in I think it was 86, and it had like a bridge, and you corkscrewed under the bridge and went under the bridge, and you went under it. And I was like, wow, there was actually a tunnel and a bridge. And that's something that I don't think we'll ever see again. And I think that's the only thing that's missing. But then we had there. You did. So you know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Yeah. I crashed every moto, so I never got past. I never even finished the lap.
Where was that at?
In Stockton.
Stockton.
See, when you described it, it almost sounded like the Elsinore track too.
Very similar. They have that right in the first turn, the bridge that goes over then under. Yeah. Kind of deal. Yeah.
Tim, same question for you, Tim. How do you feel about today's sport? What things do you think could be done differently, or do you think it's just good the way it is?
I mean, it's pretty cool. I mean, I like the speed of it. Obviously, if you crash in this new style track, you're going to be hurt. It's not forgiving at all. I don't know. I'm just not a fan of clipping in. I don't like the going into a turn and you're just standing up and swooping and just, it's like a roller coaster. I like more of the jump type setup or setting people up into a corner than dive bombing people and, the more of a motocross type aspect of it.
Right.
I've never ridden a new track. I actually got a new school Mongoose Cruiser because I keep having this wild bug saying I want to go out and try it, but I'm kind of scared. I don't know if my insurance wants me to go out there and try it. Like I just totally thrashed my knee again last week, and now I'm kind of worried about Dirty Fest. So,
what do you guys think about as far as like the way these old school races are now popping up with Frogtown and Dirty Fest? Dirty Fest is kind of like the grands of old school racing. But should there be more of that? Do you think that should be maybe a series of races? Maybe USA BMX does a series like that that's featuring kind of an old school track. Is that something you guys think is necessary?
Well, just like the heritage in drag racing, right, Tim? I mean, there's people that will go. I bet. Yeah. I'd bet money on it.
For sure, I agree too. And it's like you could have just two series. You could have. I mean, I don't know if you'd want to call it like old school or maybe heritage, like you said, Mike. And it's because there's a lot of guys that like that, and it'll bring out probably old timers, and because it is a little slower paced, the ground's a little softer.
Just a little.
Yeah, I was talking with Will Skirdo about a track here in the Chino area. Know a perfect place to build it. Know some of the people that work there. So yeah, I mean, if it was something that was going to become a series, it may be something that could be a part of there. Because I'm sure I could get it built.
Yeah, I honestly don't think it has to be old guys racing it. I think I see a lot of youngsters at Dirty Fest and Frogtown, and they're smiling all the way down the mountain. So, I'm thinking that'd be another alternative to, like you guys called it, the cookie cutter. Like, hey, this race is going to be old school, and I don't know what you call it because calling it old school might deter people at the same time. But I would love to see a little bit of difference. And we talked to Jeff Upshaw like a couple weeks ago, and he said, I don't know how you guys race that with all that pedaling. I don't know how you pedal so far in between jumps, because he's not used to, and he grew up in the 90s, and up, mid 90s and up. So he's like, I don't know how you guys could have pedaled so far to get to one jump. I'm like, dude, that's how we did it.
It's funny too. You talk to motocross guys, they're thinking like, you guys are only doing one lap. It's like, well, yeah, here's the bike, go do it. And you do one lap, they're like, holy crap, I can't even breathe. So you train for motocross. How come you can't even do one lap on a bicycle?
Yeah, Tim, that's a good point, because I was watching this video on YouTube the other day, and it was in the UK, and they brought a professional mountain biker out to race BMX for the day. And he had about 6 people in his moto, and they raced total points. And he did pretty good. Like he finished in the top 3 like every moto. But he was even saying, "Whoa, this is hard." He was gassed every moto. He was an older guy still, but he was like, you would think a mountain biker that does all this long distance riding would have, basically have the win for it. But he was like, you could tell in the first moto, he was like, oh, this is hard.
It gives you the stamina, but you're doing sprints, and it's not like you're just cruising and, keeping momentum going. You got a guy trying to pass you, so you're drag racing the guy.
Yeah. I think that's what Kevin said. He goes, man, I was ready to go home after my second moto. That was funny, Kev.
That's a true story, man. My wife's like, "Oh no, I've been sat in these bleachers all day long for you to go home after your second moto." So, but yeah, I'm glad that the guy in third was just as gassed as I was for the last race. So that was fun. Yeah, nice.
Was good.
Did they give you a good amount of rest before the mains, Kev? Did you get at least like?
Yeah, it was totally fine, dude. Like I said before, I was so amped up to race that I put my helmet on. I'd go in the back of the hill, and then I was too early, so I'd go back to my seat, take my helmet off, and then I'm gonna go back to the hill, back in the back of the hill, and I was just just ready to go. I was antsy, and after a while, I was fine to do it again. But
I was in staging last Sunday or Sunday before last. This kid's about 5 years old, and he taps me, and he's with his dad, and I look over. I'm like, "What's up, dude?" I gave him a little pound, right? And he goes, he kind of weighs me down. I go, "What's up?" And he goes, "What's wrong with your helmet? You don't have," because I was wearing my open face. Yeah. And I said, "This is how we used to do it back in the day, dude." And he's like, "Oh, okay, but you don't have anything here." I go, "I know. I don't want anything there."
Do people still race with open faces?
Yeah. Well, not very many. I decided I'm just going to run an open face because there's every once in a while you see somebody doing it. So I'm going to be, hopefully I just don't fall on my face. Like
Right.
I was thinking about that. Like when I was riding, I was like, if I fall, just turn your head.
I got an awful story about that.
Yeah.
Let's hear it, man. What story you got?
My dad was, I wanted to be cool like Tim and everybody. Like, Dad, I want an open face. He's like, you have one. I'm like, no, I want a real one so I can race with it. He's like, no, not going to happen. So I would go with this other family and we'd go out to Pipeline BMX. And I'd get dropped off at their house and I'd go with them. And one day I thought, you know what? I'm going to take my open face helmet because my dad's not there, so I'm doing it. So I took it, put it on, and I was riding around feeling cool as shit. And I said, nah, I don't want to be a total ass. I'm just going to wear it in practice. But I was looking good. And then Azusa came, and we were there, and the family that I go with came up and was talking to my dad. It's like, hey, they were selling these little viewfinder things, where you got the negative in there. He goes, I got a couple of your kid, man. He was out there really cranking it up. They're looking good. So my dad's like, oh, really? And I'm like, oh, man, let me see. He goes, hold on. He's like looking at it, hands it to me. I was like, oh, yeah, that one looks good. He's like, got another one. And he looks back up it again. He's like, you want to see this one? And I'm like, yeah. Is it good? He's like, oh, yeah, it's really good. I go, oh, man, look at me. Oh.
Busted.
Busted. And my dad said, you can wear that if you want to in practice, but if something ever happens, don't you dare come and tell me anything. Mm-hmm. So Tim and everybody's jumping the tabletop there after the first turn at US BMX, and I'm like, yeah, I'll try to do something. Well, I did something, and I went that way, and the bike went that way, and I landed on my face, and I cracked my jaw. And I didn't tell my dad anything, and my grandmother was like, you better go talk to him because I don't think he's going to say a word. And he's like, hey, how you feeling? You want to race? I'm like, no, I don't want to race. So I learned my lesson. I like those full face helmets.
Yeah, they look really cool. I mean, I have one too, but I don't know, guys. I put that thing on and I'm like, oh my God, this feels so much better. It just felt like I was back in the 80s again. I'm like, oh man, I can move my head around. It feels super light. I'm catching all kinds of fresh air. But I was paranoid. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I was like, oh, please don't fall on this. Put this thing on.
We wouldn't be caught dead on the track with a full face helmet, dude. When I was racing, no way. It was open face all the way, dude. No one ever rode a full face unless you were a beginner. Beginners wore a full face.
That's funny because Mike, you had a bell, right?
I had a bell and then I got an Echo.
Oh, the worst one.
I had a bell. My first one was a bell. I think I hand painted it black. I didn't want it red.
Was the Echo full face helmet significantly lighter than the Bell helmet? I never used the Echo.
It was lighter, but I mean, that Bell was so close to your face. It almost impacted your breathing. It was so close.
Yeah.
And the Echo was kind of out and angled. I mean, it didn't feel like you had anything in front of you. But you did, and it protected you, or at least it protected me when I would eat crap. But it was lighter, and it just fit better. I think it was actually cut back farther on the sides. And
it had that cool kink. You're right.
Yeah.
Right.
You kinked and went forward like that. That did look pretty cool. And
But
we
the
know
Bell, the Bell was a motocross helmet, and the Echo was a BMX helmet.
Right.
yeah, that's why I thought Kevin
Bell did not
Bell
make a BMX helmet.
Yeah, they did.
They
Yeah,
did.
they made one. Yeah, because like the Moto 3, then they made a BMX 3.
Oh, I
It
know
was a little bit lighter, but it was still. I mean, it looked just like it.
okay.
Yeah.
As far as I remember, I thought that was what it was.
I had the Bell R1, so I had I had an open face Bell for a long time. I rode that thing for a long time. Matter of fact, I still have it. It's right here. That's a Bell helmet.
There you go.
I have a bubble visor on it because I lost I sold the regular visor that was on it. Guys, look how worn out the stuffing is.
It's like a Greg Hill helmet.
Yeah, the stuffing's completely worn out of that helmet. But I was going to throw this away. Damn, this helmet's actually got some weight to it. I was going to throw this away, but then I got all nostalgic, and I'm like, I can't throw it away, man.
It was money too.
Yeah. But that thing is pretty heavy compared to the one I have right now. That one's actually feels kind of heavy. But I noticed that a lot of the guys when they're practicing on practice nights, they're wearing the new I guess they're mountain bike open face helmets. They're all like one piece. They look pretty trick. I see them riding those a lot. You know,
They're nice because they're open, they're ventilated, and they're really light.
yeah. So things are on. I don't know. We'll see if that ever changes. I don't think anybody that's racing pro should put an open face helmet on. They're going way too fast. You know, it's just a whole different world right now. I wouldn't recommend it anyway. Hey, Kev, you got any questions for these guys?
I got about 1,000 questions, dude. I want to make sure I don't want to bogart all the time.
Hey, it's all good, dude. I just had a couple general questions for them, and it's your show. Go for it.
Well, our show, but dude, I just want to talk about Azusa. I want to talk about Pipeline, Monrovia, 83 to 86. What do you guys remember? What kind of stands out as the golden era? The golden races. What do you guys, when you guys think back to 83, 84, 85, back in Azusa, what comes to mind, man? I'll start because the only big race I ever raced was the War of the Stars the same year that Larry Wilcox crashed. And I have my own story of failure at that race. But what did you guys remember? I know you guys probably raced Nationals, Triple Pointers, War of the Stars. Tell me what you guys think. What comes to mind?
Go ahead, Tim.
Well, like you said, Azusa and Monrovia, that's where I started because I started with ABA. I think it was 82-ish because I was 15 when I started, and I finally convinced my dad to let me race. And I remember going there, and it's just funny because, you think of the wood gate that, if you're on the outside, you start leaning on it even as a weak little 15-year-old. You can still start flexing that gate down.
Got an advantage.
They were real flat, and if it was raining, you still raced. That was fun, though. I mean, I don't know how many times I got my ass handed to me because I was so much smaller than a lot of people back then. But it was all fun. It just, helps you develop and, going from the Azusa to Monrovia. Then, like you said, once Pipeline got built, which is funny because I used to go to the skate park on my bike before they took all the snakes out to put the track in there. Doing that. Then, like the Montclair track that was there for a little while. The one that was right by the Montclair Grand Prix, whatever that was.
Yeah.
That was a really, really long straightaway into the first. They had like a pro section or expert section. And there's I know I crashed there a couple times pretty hard. Then it was mainly just I rode NBL and then I think what other NBL tracks there were really around, going to Bakersfield and or just other states.
Who were you
on that wooden gate you were talking about? Was the surface wood too, or was it mesh on? The whole thing. It wasn't plywood, I wasn't assuming.
Somewhere like concrete, I think. It was like just really porous concrete. Like when they were pouring it, they just hit it with a brush to make it all rough.
Yeah.
Monrovia was basically flat.
Right.
It was literally flat, and you had to push against the pedals against the gate just to be able to try to stand up to get ready for the gate to go down.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
it
wow.
was a short wooden gate. I mean,
it was definitely designed to be a one-pedal start.
It was flat, and then you took off.
Yeah, it was like a little drop-in.
Yeah.
Maybe I would have had to do a one-footed start there.
That's the track that was that they used on Chips.
Yeah.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah, where they had the Jag team and all them guys there.
I didn't know that was a real track. I thought that was just staged for the show. I didn't even know that.
Oh, that was actually the little water puddle thing was made up for the show, I believe. But yeah, that was actually the track we raced.
Danny, you have a crappy memory, dude. We talked to Stanley about this, and Stanley told us it was Monrovia.
Yeah, dude, I do have a memory, man. I tell you, I forget why I go into the kitchen half the time. So
Danny, I went to Monrovia twice.
Right.
And I never raced Monrovia, but the track, literally no contour. It was a flat lot with just mounds of dirt everywhere for the obstacles. No contour, nothing, dude. And I remember going there, and it looked like a barren wasteland, dude. Like, just the dirt was like all dusty and loamy. And do I got it right? Does my memory serve me correct, guys? Is that how it was?
Yeah.
Yes.
So wait, was there berms at least?
Yeah, but they were huge.
3 foot tall.
What's that?
They're like maybe 3 foot tall. They were like little tiny little berms.
Oh, I remember being huge, man.
Yeah,
Okay.
the first one and the last one were decent sized. That second one was like a sweeper one. It was maybe 3 feet tall, but the other two were decent sized. Plenty of rocks in them. Straightaways were long as hell. I used to use that as like training. I'd put a 46-15 on, so I'd barely come out of the gate, man. But then you just start cranking. You're barely moving. If you're doing it right, you were hauling ass.
Nice.
You don't remember any big races at Azusa or nothing like that, guys? Where you had some. The reason why I'm asking is because I was watching the Dirty Knobs one time. I think it was Clint Miller was on there, and they were talking about all the pros and all of the factory guys that were always at Azusa, and I was thinking to myself, I don't remember any of these guys ever at Azusa. And I called my brother. I go, do you remember Clint, Harry, Stu, Greg, any of these guys at Azusa? He goes, no, I don't remember any of those guys there. Am I wrong? I mean, was I just not there that day?
Clint and Harry were always at NBL Azusa.
Yeah.
They were. I would see them there a lot, especially Clint. And then another
Gary Hazelhorse was always there.
Yeah, Gary was there.
What's the guy from? Who's the guy that was on Bandito? Tinker.
Yeah,
Tinker Warren.
He was always there.
Yeah.
Kevin, maybe they just didn't come when you were there. They're like, oh, Kevin's here. We're out.
We don't want to go to the game with Wilson, man. We're out.
Yeah.
Who was your prime competition up at NBL?
Who, mine?
Yeah.
Everybody, because everybody beat me most of the time. My problem was I was like 5'9", 150 pounds, and I'd try to do like what Harry would teach me or Clint would teach me, and come into a turn hot and try to bounce off somebody, and normally that would put me on the ground, and then they just
but you're probably bigger than, even at 5'9", you're probably taller than Harry and Clint, because they're short like I am, so they're like. You were still probably taller than they were.
But he wasn't racing them though. He was racing other people.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Well, we had like Mike Guittardi when he would show up. I mean, I could never even come close to catching him. And Tim Testa and I think Johnny was your age, Mike.
Yeah.
But he was. I mean, Mike kicked my ass all the time. He was 2 years younger than me. He's like, I shouldn't even race this guy, and he'll still beat me.
Johnny who?
Johnny Williams?
Yeah.
I don't remember John. Who did he race for?
He raced for some bike shop over there in South Pass.
Yeah.
I grew up in South Pass, dude. He did not race for B&H.
He raced for some bike shop over there.
Yeah. He's a super cool guy. He has I talked to him a few years back. I saw him at the Pomona swap meet. I think he had his El Camino out there, and I don't know if I had my El Camino out there or something, and we were like just reminiscing about the old days, and neither one of us looked like we did back then. we're a little more circumference.
Yeah.
Mike, what about you? Who were you, Dyson? You were Matt Hayden's age.
No, Yeah, I had to race Matt all the time. I mean, it was great going to Dirty Fest to see Matt again. I haven't seen him in a long time. Carl Butler. Um,
Mean bikes.
yeah, just a ton of people that had to race back then. But when I started Azusa Monrovia, my very first big race was at Azusa. There was the double points race, and that was my home track. I thought I'm fine until I got a race in the main with Matt. But in my motos, it was like nah, no problem. And then some JMC rider just tried to swoop me in a turn, and I immediately swooped back under him, and he did it again in the last turn. And come to find out much later, that was a co-factory JMC rider named Eric Carter.
Wow.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so he was there, and then we wound up hanging out, and we'd go to Harbor and spend the weekend on Saturday going to San Bernardino or different tracks with him and his mom. Same thing with your buddy Corey and Brent. We'd get up, go to Pipeline, then maybe go to I never remember the middle track, but we'd start at Pipeline, go to another track, and then finish at Orange and have like 3 races in one day. And it was those are great times, man. And that was on SNK when SNK was just starting. My dad was the first team manager, and didn't seem like much was going on. And then I went to Ralph's, and that was like jump in a motorhome, be gone for 3 weeks, go to all the nationals. And the cool thing about Ralph was if we're going somewhere in the Midwest, we might go by South Dakota, Mount Rushmore. Or we'd go to by Buffalo, by the Niagara Falls, and go downtown Chicago and open the roof on the motorhome and looking at the Sears Tower when you're 14, 13. It was
Nice.
awesome.
Good memories.
But I always wanted to do better so I could get a factory ride and go fly to places. And then my former boss, Tosh Moraviev, friend, he was in between sponsors and came with us on a trip one time. And we're about halfway through the trip. He's like, man, this is awesome. I'm like, what are you talking about? You got to fly everywhere. He goes, yeah, but I didn't see shit. He goes, this is awesome, man. We get to see stuff, go places. I never know what a Whataburger was. I'm like, shit, that's awesome. And I get excited when we get into Texas. It's like, let's pull over. Let's go. So just a lot of cool things and even Andy Patterson had mentioned that once about that. We had a younger kid named Jeff Moten who was with Schwinn, and he came over to ride Hustler with us, and he's in the the camper with us, and he's like, it's kind of cool, man, just driving around, seeing shit. But Ralph used to have a M80 gun, like a launcher, so he'd be shooting like cows and shit over the herds, and then see them all running. I mean, it was a hoot the whole time. It was great memories, kept me out of shit, kept me out of trouble. It was awesome. I loved it, and I wanted my kids to get into it. And of course, one time I took my boys with my wife. Somebody ate crap and broke their collarbone or something. She's like, yeah, no, that's not happening.
Yeah, those are awesome stories because I just heard I heard Eddie King on a recent interview, and he was talking about his experience going from races to race. He goes, he said it wasn't that glamorous because it was like fly on Friday, practice, go to the hotel, go to sleep, get up, race, go to sleep, get up, race, fly home. He said it was just the same repeat cycle over and over and over. So the fact that you got to experience the road like that, that's amazing.
I remember, and I was thinking about that today. I remember one time we're in between Colorado and Utah races, and Ralph's like, hey, we're going to go to Provo. They have a local race today. And I was like, damn, man, I remember it like we pulled in there like we were rock stars with the trailer all painted up and everything. I was like, this is awesome. Then I thought, maybe we're more like cover band awesome. but maybe not full rock star, but just like a cover band awesome because we're pulling out the trailer and everybody's like, wow. So I'm like, that's one of my very rare times that I raced the open class and I got first. I was like, awesome, man. It was the older class than me, so it was like it was 13, 14, I was 13. It was like, sweet, man. I'm raced open and I beat them, and I go to get my trophy, I got first, and they hand me my trophy, and the damn thing's like this big. That's like maybe 6 inches tall. I was like, holy crap. It said open first place. I still have it. But
Hey, Mike, were you on Ralph's when Dina Corbett was on there?
I think so. I mean, she was at Azusa a lot. I think so, but I don't remember going to nationals with. I think she might have went with her family.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, Dina, and then there was a few other people on there that God dang, I can't remember.
I think you froze, guys.
Well, yeah. Hey, Tim, did you ever dice it with Brent Clark? Do you remember him?
Brent Clark. It sounds familiar.
Or Corey Clark?
Yeah, I remember Corey.
You remember Corey?
Made bikes, right?
Made bikes.
Yeah, I think so. I think we're about the same age.
I grew up with both those guys, and it was. I'll just a little background, Danny. Where we were local shredders, right? We would jump trash cans and all this stuff. We were doing crazy shit, but we never raced, right? And we would be so jealous of Brant and Corey. They were always racing, right? And we were always like, man, I want to get to the track. But that they couldn't jump worth a shit. We would out jump them all day long. And then but then Corey was in my first race. So Tim, I had to race. My first race, I had to race Mike Cattardi, Corey Clark, Brant Clark, Mike Chapman. You remember Mike Chapman?
Yes, definitely.
Rodney somebody that wrote a JMC. I can't remember his name.
Was it Shorter?
Good memory, dude. Jesus. Can't believe you remember all that.
Oh, yeah, like it was yesterday. You know
I do remember Rodney, but was it Rodney Schrader or something like that? Or was it?
I don't know. They called him Boo. That was his nickname.
I think I know who you're talking about.
There was two guys. There was a big guy, and then there was a smaller guy, and they both rode JMC. They both were JMC head to toe. And I got last, obviously, in my first race because I didn't have a class, right? Did you have a class at 15 beginner? Because I was 16 beginner, and I never had any class.
Yeah, 15 beginner. When I went there was probably 4 or 5 of us, I think. And back then, I won my first 3 races. So then you get bumped up to novice. And I won a race.
Intermediate.
It was novice back then.
Yeah, it was beginner novice back then, and then
it was beginner intermediate.
It was never.
It changed. It used to be beginner and novice expert. Then it went novice intermediate expert. They changed it sometime.
Yeah. Oh man, I know it was beginner intermediate expert.
Well, I still have the trophies. It'll say 15 novice right on it.
Trust me, dude. Intermediate used to be called novice. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay.
That was the way the ABA might have been just a Azusa ABA thing. I don't know, but I remember racing the first 2. I think you had to win 5 to move up to expert, and I think I had like three wins. Thinking, oh, okay, this is cool. Then some guy showed up. I don't know who he is. He was tall, fast. So I got a second, and then whatever it was, and he moved up. Then once he darted, then I finally won the other races I needed to win to go up.
Okay, here's how I'm going to gauge how fast you were back in the day, Tim. Did you ever race Dave Wilson?
Yes. I actually bought my Campy hubs for either him or his dad.
Okay, could you beat Dave Wilson?
Back then, when I was a novice, no.
No, when you're 16X, he's 16X. Are you beating Dave Wilson?
I don't think I ever really raced him when we became experts because I think he was only ABA, and I stopped racing ABA.
Okay.
I only rode MBL after that.
Oh, I see.
I didn't like the win a race transfer. I like to race every single race because you might just get lucky and transfer. I don't know. I thought the competition was better that way.
Okay. All right. So I raced Dave Wilson every week, 3 times a week, and I never beat him. I came close a couple times.
Right.
But he was fast, man.
For the best of my knowledge, I'd say I never came close to him.
So did you ever line up with Bubba or any big time factory guys when you were
Bubba Hayes? With Bubba Hayes?
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually did a photo shoot with him too at Azusa.
That's rad.
Him and Brian Lopes, I think is the name. That he was at the time. I think he was like 12, and then me and Bubba were both probably 17. And it's funny is actually when we were going to Azusa, Bubba's running late, and he gets there, and I think he had a Ford Courier, and we're like, what took you so long? He's like, well, I was sitting over there talking to the cop because I got a speeding ticket on the way up here. But that dude was, I don't know, he was hard to race because he always rode those inch and 3/8, and I don't know, just something about him just seemed faster, and like him and Ron House and all the, I don't know, it's funny because I would be competitive with them. It's like I never got to their level. I was always like right here because I really didn't train. I just rode, and I'd rather go jump things and have fun and goof off. But there was times like the very last NBL Grand Nationals I went to in '86, I think it was. I made the semis, and Tim Kikauris, I think that's how you say his name.
Kikauris. Okay,
and he had the Freyhoff trucking, and he had long hair. And I was racing him, and I was behind him. I couldn't get by him for the transfer to the main. I'm mad. I'm a little pissed at the end. The bike kind of flew, and my dad's looking at me like, "What's wrong with you? This is the Grand Nationals. You made it to the semis." I said, "Yeah, but I don't go to the main now." He's like, "Yeah, so you just don't." So then I watched him. I think he came in either won it or came in second or something. I said, "Well, at least I know I could have maybe been there, but." I don't know. Everyone thought I could pull something out.
Yeah, Mike. I asked Tim if you ever raced Dave Wilson and if you ever beat Dave Wilson, and that's what we were talking about when you were gone.
Did you race him, Tim?
Yeah, I raced him back. Like novice expert, and I was always around them because they were all the local guys. It was like what I remember was him, Tim Kirsten.
You remember Kirsten?
I re-met him at Jet Trim in Havasu. It's so funny because he still goes by Bubba.
That dude, man. We'll talk about Kirsten, dude, in a minute. Go ahead.
So then it was like him, then of course Lonnie Tat and all those guys, and they were like such a clique that when I came in as an outsider, I was really intimidated by all those guys, and I was pretty shy as a little kid, anyways. And I was just, I just went there and rode and didn't want to do anything too stupid. I guess I don't know. It was later on, like a few years later, when I didn't care who I was against. I wanted to race them.
Yeah.
But back then I was pretty intimidated by all those guys, and just what was Eric? It was Eric Cosen, right?
Eric Cosen.
Yeah.
Was he expert then, or was he? Because he ended up going like B Pro, I think, right?
No, he was expert then, but he was good. I mean, he raced a long time.
He was a
great Bressy.
I rode for Rad.
Hey, all of you guys have great memories, man. You're rattling off these names, and I'm like, how do you remember all that stuff?
I grew up.
I'll forget him tomorrow.
I didn't grow up with Tim Kirsten, but he moved to my city, and I rode with him a couple times local. And let's just say that he was the first expert I beat when I was a beginner.
Okay.
Wow.
And
funny because do you remember? Because when he had that red line,
yeah,
I don't know why. What stood out to me was he rode 185 millimeter flight cranks.
I don't know
why.
Wow.
I didn't even know they made them.
I didn't either. And he wasn't really tall, so it wasn't like anything that, I would think would be an advantage. But when he was out there at Jet Trim, and I was working out there in the early 90s, and I can't remember if somebody said Bubba or what, and I looked at him, I said his name, and he looks at me like, how do you know me? And I go, you rode 185 millimeter cranks back in the day. He goes, how the hell do you know that?
Yeah, that's crazy.
It was funny because he's like, how do you remember? It's like, I don't know. It's just one of those stupid things I remembered.
Yeah. He rode for Magic Mushroom. Yeah.
Yeah. It was green and white.
Yeah. So while I had to get a new charger for my phone, I found my first place trophy. Man.
There it is.
Nice, dude. Nice.
Nice,
dude. Nice.
But yeah, and another 83, 85 story, for when I know he'll come on the show with you and talk. But I came up with this cool little thing to have 2 buttons on it, so I could raise my visor up. Didn't have a cool name, but we started making them at S&K, and I would tell him, hey, man, the War of the Stars is coming. You should make a bunch of these. Couldn't get anybody to help make them. But we got a few made, put them in little bags, and then we go to the race, and the Gasses had their trailer set up, kind of like how Ralph's had his trailer back in the day. And they had this visor riser. So I told Brian Gass that he stole my design and made a ton of money. And he goes, yeah,
"You're the guy that I talked. Okay, you're it. You're the guy."
Yeah, put me through college, man. I was like, that's BS, man.
I have one right now. Look.
Oh shit.
And there's 2 different sizes too.
That's right. Yep, there it is.
That's Brian Gass's visorizer, man. Yeah. I rocked that this weekend. I love the visorizer. That looks so trick, right?
Yeah. I was like, if you didn't have a cool 09 sticker, I didn't want to go with duct tape. So I was like, I'm not doing duct tape.
Mike, who do you think had the highest visor?
Oh my God. I don't know.
Mine was high.
Yeah, Kevin, I'm so disappointed in Kevin because I bought him the extended. I got the short one. I got Kevin the longer one. He goes, "Yeah, dude, I lost it." I'm like, "Dude, dude."
And what I did is I got an extra snap and I screwed it with my drill into my helmet way up top, dude. So mine was like straight up, dude. My visor. I didn't even need the visor riser, dude.
Right.
Sick, dude.
Yeah.
So arrow.
Drilling in my helmet and cracking it.
Oh, hey, Mike, I was telling Tim about my first race in Azusa where I had to race Dave Wilson, Mike Guitardi, and a bunch of other different experts, and I was a 16 beginner, and I got smoked pretty bad, dude. But it was fun, man.
Yeah, that would have been a tough class for a beginner because those guys were all pretty damn fast.
Couldn't jump for shit. But he was fast.
The only guy that could beat Mike Guitardi at ABA Azusa during that time was a guy named Tracy Thomas who rode for RRS, and that dude was fast as hell around that track. And he could smoke Mike Guitardi quite regularly there.
Dave Wilson could have beat Mike Guitardi, right?
Yeah, they were neck and neck.
Yeah.
Depends who had a bad night. The other guy would win, but they were always battling each other. And
Danny, Dave Wilson was on the very first JMC team when JMC started. And according to folklore, he got the very first JMC production frame.
Wow. So he was fast then. Man,
he was
all
one
these
of the
guys.
first
You guys
guys
race
on GT too.
He was co-factory GT,
God.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, not cool. Yeah. I was talking to, okay. Let me hold on. I was talking to Corey Clark the other day, a couple nights ago, and I go, do you remember the first time that you brought Dave Wilson around? And he goes, no. And I remember we were at a local riding spot, and this guy shows up. His bike is rusted, dirty. He's wearing a white GT T-shirt with pizza stains on spaghetti sauce stains on the front, and shredding. And I go, who the hell is this guy? He goes, that's Dave Wilson, dude. I go, who's Dave Wilson? He's on Co-Factory GT. I go, this is way before I raced. I'm all, that dude's on Co-Factory GT? He's like, yeah, man. I'm told me I get on the gate with him, and no one ever told me, hey, this guy was on JMC, dude. That explains why you never could beat him. But yeah.
Yeah, damn.
So he was. I think I found him already on here, dude. It says when I put his name in here. I don't know, guys, if this is him. This is a guess. This looks like a '70s photo almost.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe not.
I can't really tell.
I don't know because it says JMC out of turn 1, back on the gas, but I don't know if that's him or not.
When he was on JMC, he was like 7 or 8 years old.
That wouldn't be him. That looks like a bigger rider.
He was a little kid on JMC.
Yeah, because if he was that big at 7, then that's something's wrong.
Hey, I met a guy by the name of Randy Robertson. Does that ring a bell to you guys?
Yeah.
Yes, for both of us.
I used to work with him.
All right. From Covina, right? I met him at Whittier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he rode a Nomura.
Yep. 24-26 Nomura.
Yep.
Oh, really? Okay. All right.
He was on SNK with me, too.
He actually rode a 20-inch, too, because, what's the name? The guys from back there with Crit Plates, they brought out one of the moto sheets and from Azusa, and Randy was actually in my class, didn't have a number on a bike, which I don't ever remember him riding a 20-inch, but I guess he was riding one that day. Another name you might remember from back then was Dugan Neal. Do you remember that?
I've heard that name. I've heard of that one.
That guy was crazy fast, and he was crazy what I remember. But yeah, Randy and I used to work together at a Lost a Bike.
Guys, it's Danny Pena over from the BMXPERTS Podcast. I'm excited to announce a little partnership we got going on with SkewedRacewear.com with Cindy Partee. Cindy put together the race kits for us that we're going to debut out in Dirty Fest. They look really, really cool. We should be getting those pretty soon. As you can see, here's some examples of what Cindy can do. Now, the cool thing about this is you can get a full-on race kit for about $195. Now, I know there's some great options out there with Troy Lee and, of course, Fly and things like that. But remember, you're going to spend over $200, $250, and you're going to get a blank slate. With Cindy, you can basically tell her exactly what you want. You can put the logos where you want. You can put your name where you want, numbers on the back, fully custom colors, any design you want. We're really, really excited. As you can see, some of the Send It crews already rocking that apparel. So I'm looking forward to getting the kit. If you guys are interested in this, again, it's www.skewedраcewear.com. Reach out to Cindy and she'll get you all hooked up. Thanks a lot, guys.
Wow.
Where did you see him, Kevin?
At Whittier Narrows.
Oh.
He pulled me aside. He goes, hey, come here. I go, what's going on, man? He goes, you're from Azusa, right? I go, no, I race Azusa. I'm from South Pasadena. I race Azusa. And he goes, oh, yeah. So we start talking about, Azusa, and your name came up, Mike. And I go, you know Mike Allen? Yeah, I know Mike, because he probably said he was on S&K. And I go, you know Mike Allen? Yeah, I know Mike Allen. And so we start talking about all the old guys, all the old races and stuff like that up in the area. Cool guy. And he kicked ass at the race too, by the way. He's fast.
When was this?
Last weekend.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I was telling you, Tim, they had like a vintage BMX day out at Whittier Narrows. So there was probably a lot of old time guys there, not just Kevin.
Not just me. Mickey Lundy.
Because Randy used to always hang out with Rick Barber.
Mike Sorrell.
Yeah. And Danny, what was Danny's Danny Squire. They're like the little Rat Pack, those guys, and actually I see Danny Squire periodically out at the river. He was racing again. He was racing out at Bellflower. He said he had one big crash every year, and the last one he said he's not going to do it no more.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if he broke it.
Crashing's not fun, man. Like I said, when I started again at 21, I don't remember crashing hurting so bad, but it did. And that was at Orange Y, because I was getting cocky at Whittier, and I'm like, I'm going to Orange Y. And if I do good there, I'm going to Winter Nationals. I'm doing it. I'm going in. And,
Danny made the main a couple times as an intermediate, right, Danny?
In Nationals?
Yeah.
Yeah. I could do that. If I did expert, I'd get motoed, but I did okay as an intermediate.
I
think a lot can attest to that, because once I hit about 15, 16, I was always mixed with the older expert because they just wanted to put everybody together. So and I'm not a tall guy, so if I was 15 racing 17 and over X, it was just a smoke show, But it was good. It was great training, though. At least I'll give you that.
My intermediate race that I should have won was Knott's Berry Farm. I was out front going over the first jump, and the dude fell on my back tire.
Oh.
I was so bummed because they gave trophies to 8th place, but my trophy didn't have the Pepsi can in the middle. I was so pissed off. I think my dad got tired of me whining on the way home, that he like stopped and he didn't drink Pepsi, but he bought a Pepsi and then he put it in the damn trophy. He's like, here, shut up.
Hey, the biggest trophy I ever had was when I turned expert. I won a triple pointer in Barstow, and it must have been at least 5 feet tall. It was a big trophy for a triple pointer. Not when I turned expert and I got on main bikes, but that was the biggest. That was the biggest win I ever had.
What year was that? What year was that?
I was 16. I was 16, so it was 83, late 83. Well, early 84.
Oh, okay, because I was going to ask if the trophy was orange.
I can't remember.
Because I think one of my biggest trophies is from Bakersfield triple, and I think I got second or third in the trophies. Like got orange stripes in it.
Okay. Did you ever race Barstow?
Barstow?
Yeah.
No, I was thinking Bakersfield.
No, I'm saying, did you ever race Barstow?
I never knew there was a track there.
Okay. Yeah. Nice, dude.
That was right off the 15 a little bit, right?
I have no idea. I didn't drive there. I just woke up and we were at the track.
Oh yeah.
That's all I remember, dude.
Hey guys, I hate to break up this whole memory thing, but we got to play some trivia because it's getting late.
You get late?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Let's do this.
Let's see what questions you've got for us, Danny.
All right. Kev, you good to play trivia now? I know you're having fun, but I'm like, all right, dude.
He's getting bored, man. I can see he's on his phone and shit. All right, let's do trivia.
We'll do a 2.0.
All right, so we're going to do three-way trivia tonight. So I came up with, I have 28 questions, so that should be enough for 3 guys. It goes really, really fast.
Hopefully I get one right.
So we're going to start, we'll start with, we'll go Tim, Mike, Kevin, and then we'll just go around like that. And so you guys, you can pick BMX or you can pick pop culture. It doesn't matter. You can pick either category. If you miss, who's ever next can steal it. If that person misses, the next person can steal it. I think we should go around the horn once, Kev. Maybe that's it. Kevin's frozen. Yeah, instead of keep going until somebody answers.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah.
Around the horn once. These are pretty easy anyway, so you guys should be okay. All right. All right, Tim, you're first. You want to do BMX or pop culture? How do you want to go? How do you want to start?
Try pop culture.
Wow. All right. The guest usually doesn't go pop culture. The tip I can give you guys is try not to let Kevin get all the pop culture because that's how he wins.
Especially in
music. Here we go. I feel the need for the blank for blank. Tell me the blanks.
I feel the need for speed.
There you go. Got an easy one. That's a warm-up one.
That was nice help there, Danny.
All right.
So freaking easy, man.
All right. Okay, Mike, your turn. Go for
it. Pop culture.
Hey, look at you guys. Okay, they took my advice, Kev. They're going to drain you. Actor/dancer Jennifer Beals played a lead role in what 80s dance movie?
Jennifer Beals. Damn it. I don't know.
You want to take a guess? 80s movie.
Flashdance.
There you go. Flashdance. There you go. Good save. Look at Kevin was already drooling. He's like,
I was drooling for Jennifer Beals and the question.
He's going to miss it. I'm going to steal it.
I was already thinking about what picture I'm going to use for the edit.
There you go. What do you think, Kev? What do you want to do?
BMX.
All right, BMX. Okay, here we go. Let me switch pages. I'm sorry. In the early 80s, Stu Thompson ran what type of number plate? I don't need to know the specific model. I just need to know what number plates did he run in the early 80s?
Haro.
Haro's the right answer. Okay, good job, Kev.
It's red and black and had a lightning bolt.
There you go. All right, back to Tim.
Let's go BMX.
In 1983, Toby Henderson ran ads for what uniform company?
I'm going to guess M&M.
Ooh, it's a miss. What do you think, Mike? Can you steal it?
JT
Racing USA. Good job. All right, so Mike, this is the cool part because you stole it and it's your turn now. Ooh. So you can double up your points. What do you want to do?
Let's go BMX.
The dual grip was made by what company?
Duo?
Dual, D-U-A-L, dual.
Oakley.
That's a miss. Kevin, do you know?
AME.
Yeah, there you go. Is it Amy or AME, dude? I always wondered that.
I always said AME.
Yeah, but I'll accept it.
I was thinking the Oakley B1B was a dual grip.
Yeah, there was the Amy Tri, and there was the Amy Unitron, and there was Amy
That's
Dual,
right.
I believe. Yeah,
Like a little ridge down the middle of them. That's right.
yeah. There you go. Okay, Kevin, you stole it. It's your turn. So far. Mike's got 2, Tim 1, Kevin 2, and it's Kevin's turn.
BMX.
All right, here we go. Let's see. We did that one. Okay, the term hot shots was a pictorial section from what magazine? Hot shots came from what magazine?
I got a 50-50 shot, and Tim probably was in a couple hot shots. I think I'm gonna say it was a 50-50 BMX action.
Good job, man.
Yep.
BMX action. All right, good one, Kev. Good one.
Hey, Tim, did you ever make any odds and endos in BMX Plus?
You're talking about Tim?
Tim, when you wrote for BMX Plus.
No, I don't think I ever crashed when I was doing all that stuff.
But hey, you guys know that Tim was one of the teachers of how to jump and look cool for Mr. Brackens, you know.
Oh,
You
nice,
see, there's
man.
some pictures where he's on like a purple GT, and there's another rider on the outside of him. That was Tim.
Oh, Kevin, these are the questions you should have been asking.
Well, that's like, you would say how they're fast and they couldn't jump. That was totally Tommy. He was so damn fast, and then you put a jump in front of him, and he's just freaked out. And so I had to kind of tell him to teach him to lighten up, loosen up. And I got some pretty funny stories with Tommy. He's a good friend of mine.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah, good guy, man. Great interview.
Very, very cool guy.
Yeah.
All right, so I believe it's Tim's turn, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll go back to BMX again.
Okay, we're going back to BMX. Okay. Let's see. What company made the first Haro freestyle frames? Who's responsible for making the first Haro freestyle frames?
God, I almost want to say GT because GT made everybody's bikes at the beginning, it seemed like.
Try not to think out loud because somebody will steal your answer.
I'm going to go with GT.
That's a miss. Do you know, Mike?
That would be Torker.
Torker
He
made
didn't look like a torker, but
Yeah. I was gonna throw that hint at you and go, it does have the
I
double.
was like, it was too obvious. So I said, no, I couldn't have done it.
All right, so Mike, you're tied for first with Kevin at 3, and it's your turn again. Let's see if you can capitalize this time. What do you want to do?
Let's go pop culture.
All right. Who directed the 1984 sci-fi movie Terminator? Was it Spielberg, Cameron, or Lucas?
James Cameron.
James Cameron. Good one. All right. Okay, and was that his actual turn, Kev?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got 3, and then he stole. Okay, that's his point. Okay. All right, we're back to you, Kev.
All right. BMX.
All right, here we go. BMX. In 1983, Mike Dominguez appeared in BMX Action magazine June '83. He was sponsorless at the time. What type of bike was he riding? Was it a Kuwahara, a Torker, or a Mongoose? Looked like he was at the Pipeline, and they did a pictorial on him.
Kuwahara.
Oh, it's a miss. This is your chance, Tim. What do you think?
It was a Kuwahara or what? What were the other two?
Kuwahara, Torker, or Mongoose?
I'm going to go with Torker.
Torker is the correct answer. Tim's on the board. Bringing it to. All right, Tim, this is your chance. You need this one.
I had Torker twice in a row.
All right, so you need this one. Okay. What do you want to do? BMX or pop culture?
BMX.
The factory pro of the 1990s that did not start racing until you was 17 years old. Who's that factory pro?
In the 90s, I don't know much.
You're going to hate yourself when you miss this question, my dude. Yeah. He was a former world champion, started BMX racing at 17 years old, became a pro world champion.
And you're saying he was 17 in the 90s?
No, not the 90s. Let me rephrase the question. Maybe that's what's confusing you.
Yeah.
This 1980s pro did not start racing until he was 17 years old. Became a world champion as well. Who was that rider?
Now I got too many different ideas in my head. I also say Kev McNeil. I don't even know.
Good guess, but that's a miss. Mike, do you know?
I'm going to say Stu Thompson.
That's a miss. Kevin, last chance.
Oh,
Tommy Brackens.
Tommy Brackens was
Oh, my God. Sorry, Tommy.
That's right. You just got saying me and Tommy are good friends. I like Tommy.
Well, we're not anymore.
Oh, this is getting clipped out, guys.
Yeah, can you edit that section?
That was so cool. I thought I was like, dude, you're gonna hate yourself. Just
Oh my God.
I did want to say I couldn't say you just said his name because that would
Right. That's a giveaway.
I would be giving it away. But that was hilarious.
but I heard him say that in his show, so I should have known.
Yeah, he said it. Kevin was surprised. Said, Kevin, somebody started older than you. Remember, Kevin? We had that
I was
conversation.
shocked, dude. I was like,
Yeah.
there's no way that somebody started later than I did, man.
Yeah.
So that
All
makes
right.
me wonder when his brother started, because his brother was pretty fast too.
I heard that. I heard he's fast.
Yeah, he did mention that. Kevin, it's your turn again, dude.
No, it's Mike's turn.
Mike's turn.
Oh, you stole it. That's right, but it goes back to Mike. Okay, I'm sorry. All right, Mike, go ahead.
BMX.
All right, here we go. We did that one. We're not on top of my game. Richie Anderson is known as what natural disaster?
The Avalanche.
The Avalanche. You got look at Tim was like, damn it, he couldn't ask me that question yet.
That guy always scared me when I raced him.
Oh, you actually raced Richie Anderson?
Oh, yeah. I remember racing at Burbank, and he scared the hell out of me there.
Wow.
He would puff and pedal through every damn jump, and he was way bigger than me. It was scary.
Was it like were people kind of starstruck when that guy would just show up at a local like that?
Oh, that was a national. That was like
at a national, yeah. Yeah, you had a
My only national. You raced him at 16X?
I think so.
Yeah.
It was him and I think Charles Townsend and a couple other guys. Those guys were just intimidating. They were breathing really hard through all the jumps.
Hey, how did you do it? How did you do in Burbank, Tim?
Oh, terrible! I'm sure.
You don't remember?
No, I know. I didn't make a main, so.
Did you make out your motos?
I might have. I don't remember much from there. I just remember not doing that good.
I was in the stands with the broken collarbone watching Peter Yee kick ass down the first straightaway.
Main bikes, dude.
That doesn't mean anything. He was fast.
Another main bikes rider.
Yeah.
Kevin loves that moment where he can go, main bikes.
I need to have like a little flash on the screen. Main bikes.
I gotta say, dude, you were super loyal, dude. I love that about you, man. It's like I watched The Office, the TV show The Office, and there's a character named Vance, and he runs a refrigeration company, and he always introduces himself that way. Hi, I'm Bob Vance, Vance Refrigeration. And that's you, Kev. Hey, I'm Kevin Wilson, Main Bikes.
I used to ride my bike to Main Bikes and hang out.
Yep.
Yeah, yep. Kevin loves that.
Are you talking about the first one or the second one? The first one.
The first one that was down by the Alpha Beta across the street?
Yeah. Hidalgo.
Yeah.
All right, Kev, I think it's your turn, Kev, isn't it?
All right, pop culture.
All right, here we go. Pop culture. In the movie Christine, Marty's best friend drove what kind of car?
I know this, guys. Don't get excited.
Oh, good, because I don't.
He drove a GTO.
Did not drive a GTO. Tim, do you know?
It's
okay, my bad. He didn't drive a GTO. Oh, go ahead.
Trying to get the actual model. It was a 58.
No, not the Christine car.
Oh.
His best friend drove, because that would have been too easy. So the main character's name was Marty. His best friend drove what type of car? It got a lot of screen time.
Damn.
It was blue. I'll help you guys there. If it helps with the visualization.
Do you know now, Kevin?
I don't know. I was thinking of My Science Project. The same actor drove a GTO.
Okay.
I honestly
don't know what the
don't know.
answer is.
There's a lot of guys our age that are going to be pissed at you guys for not knowing this. Mike, do you know?
I'm gonna say a Chevelle.
Oh man, it was a Dodge Charger. Was was the car he drove?
I don't think I've seen the whole movie.
Yeah.
I
You
just
guys-
remember the Fury.
You guys have to watch Christine again, man. That's
Right.
horrible.
I know.
Christine was filmed in Glendora. You know that, right?
It was Irwindale Avenue and Arrow Highway.
Yeah.
Wow, no way. Really? You guys are familiar with the spots where they were
Whatever that
filming?
shed was, or whatever the barn thing.
Yeah, the shop where he worked on the car was in Glendora.
All right, awesome. Okay, let's see. So who had originally had that question? Do you guys remember?
Me.
Okay,
Wait,
so we're going back to Tim, right?
yeah, Tim.
All right, Tim, what do you want to do?
BMX. I got to get one of these right.
Okay, here we go. BMX.
I know everybody else was, not mine.
All right, complete this product name. Star blank.
Bars.
Star bars. All right, there you go. All right, Tim, you got 3. You're back in the
He
game.
probably tested
Hooray!
those. That's why he knew.
I just sold mine.
So it's Mike's leading with 5 points. Kevin's got 4, and Tim's at 3. So it's actually pretty close. And now it's Mike's turn, so he can actually start to pull a little bit.
I'm gonna go BMX.
All right, here we go. In 1983, super light tubes were made by what tire company?
Tire company.
I could see Kevin.
Tioga.
Tioga is the correct answer. All right, good job. All right, I'm pulling for you. All right. Okay, Kev, what do you want to do?
BMX.
The Rhino 3 frame and fork was made by what company? Was it Ross? Was it Bandito? Or was it Tioga? The Rhino 3 frame and fork. This is a tough one.
The Ross.
That's a miss. This is Tim. This is your chance. What do you think? Was it Ross, Bandito, or Tioga? Made the
Tioga.
Tioga is the correct answer. That gets Tim to 4. I couldn't believe it was Tioga, by the way. I didn't even know they made a frame and fork till today.
Well,
Yeah. All right, Tim, you're at 4. You get this one right, and you are passing Kevin. You're tied with Kevin. So this is your chance. So what do you want to do?
BMX. Let's get on it.
All right, BMX. Here we go. The MKS graphite pedal came in what colors or color?
God, I remember in black. Did it come in multiple colors, or is there just one?
I'd like to tell you that then, did it come in multiple colors or did it come in just black? What do you think?
I'm just going to say black.
It came in black and black only. You got it. That brings you to 5. All right, and it's up to Mike now. Mike, you're in the lead. It's 6 to 5 to 4, but Kevin comes on super strong in pop culture, so that's why he's chilling over there. He's not worried. What do you think?
At all.
Let's see if we can get one of those easy pop culture ones.
All right, here we go. Pop culture. I'm an excellent driver. Came from what movie?
Rain Man.
Rain Man. All right.
Excellent driver. And Wapner's on a 3, by the way.
That's right.
All right, Kevin, let's go. What do you want to do?
Pop culture.
Pop culture. Omni Consumer Products, aka OCP, came from what movie?
I've already been asked this question, dude. I want to be honest.
I remember that.
You want me to give you a different question, Matt, Kev?
Yeah. Give me a different question, dude. I already know the answer.
All right. Now, this is a kind of a tough one, Kevin. And I asked my coworker, Alicia, this afternoon, I go, hey, I'm going to do a podcast today. You want to give me a question for pop culture? And she goes, well, I was born in 1984. And I said, that's okay. Google something. And she came up with something really good. Okay. I'm going to give you the lyric to a Scorpion song, and I want you to tell me the name of that song. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Take me to the magic of the moment on a glory night where the children of tomorrow dream away. What is the name of that Scorpion song?
Winds of Change.
Kevin, hell yeah. Air high five, dude. Hell yeah, Kevin. I tried it too. I knew that was a tough one, so I put it on a Post-it note in case I needed to pull it out. And Kevin yanked that one. Good job, my dude.
Did you guys know the answer?
No.
Nope.
Okay.
All right, Kev, that's epic. I told her I would clip that and send it to her. All right, so we're going back to Tim. All right, Tim, what do you want to do?
Wait, Tim and I are tied now?
Kevin, you're sitting at 5. Tim's at 5. Mike is at 7, and he's got a good lead.
All right, Tim, let's go. We're going to team Ryan against him.
There we go. All right, pop culture.
Pop culture. Okay, so I'm going to go back to Kevin's original question. Are you ready? Omni Consumer Products, a.k.a. OCP, came from what 80s movie?
Is that fair that I saw the episode where Kevin answered it?
Yeah, I'm glad it's going to Tim then. What do you think, Tim?
Wish I saw the episode. Back to the Future. I don't know.
Oh, it's a miss. Mike, what do you think?
Well, now I'm doubting myself, but I'm thinking I don't think that's a Terminator.
That's a miss. That's a miss. All right.
I'm going to answer it now. I can answer
You only
it.
get half a point.
I have to give it back to Kevin. Kevin, what does it come from?
RoboCop.
RoboCop.
Oh, that's
OCP came from RoboCop.
damn it, wrong.
You guys gave Kevin one. I can't believe you guys, man.
And it's my turn.
And it's your
my
turn.
teammate was helping you out.
All right, Kev. What do you want to do, dude?
Pop culture.
All right. Oh, that's way too easy for you. Hold on. Let me find something that's a little bit harder for you. Okay, here we go. Which soda company had the slogan "blank and a smile"?
Come on, man. You got one harder than that?
I could give you another one, but I'm only giving the questions away to the other players. So what do you think?
Coke.
Coke and a smile is the correct answer. Okay. Did you guys know that one, just for the record?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So every once in a while, you got to have the easy ones. Okay. All right, Kev. That brings you to 7, which ties Mike, and then we're going back to Tim.
Well, I'm doing pretty crappy on pop culture, so let's go back to BMX.
All right. Known for making lower-end BMX products, complete this company name. Blank Cycle.
Wow, I got a brain fart.
They sold it Pep Boys.
I'm
Damn.
trying to think of the logo.
I can give you kind of a visualization. One of the products they made was like a black helmet that looked like a Bell knockoff helmet.
Oh, I know what it is.
Yeah.
I can't think of it.
Oh, Tim. Come on, Tim. Take it. Just guess.
It's not. I know right when I hear it, it's going to click, but
Blank Cycle. Blank Cycle. You already have half of it. I don't want to beat you too long. You want to pass on it?
pass it on.
All right, Mike. Do you know what it is?
That's my turn.
How is it your turn?
I don't know, so it's Kevin's turn.
Okay, all right.
All right. What do you think, Kevin?
Team Cycle.
Team Cycle is the correct. You were going to skip over Tim. You're like, it's my turn.
I thought he was already pondering. That's why I missed that part.
No. Tim was thinking really hard on that one. Okay. Team Cycle products, and they ran ads in the if you guys remember some of the old ESPN races, they did some team cycle ads.
Oh, wow.
And yeah. All right, so that was a good one. Okay, so we're moving on to Mike. So, Mike, we got one BMX question left, Mike, and then it's all pop culture from there. So what do you want to do?
Then pop culture's where Kevin excels. Damn, I'm going to go pop culture. I'll leave the BMX for later.
Sweet Child of Mine was performed by what band?
Guns N' Roses.
Guns N' Roses. All right, good job, buddy. All right, Kevin, you're up, my dude.
Pop culture.
Pop culture, here we go. We're on the second page. USA for Africa performed what song?
Hold on. Let me wipe my brow or pat my brow. We Are the World.
We Are the World. This fool makes me sweat for no reason, man. We Are the World. All right, Kev, good job. Okay, back to Tim. What do you want to do, Tim?
Pop culture.
All right, pop culture. This one, you'll probably get this one. What candy bar slogan encouraged you to give me a break?
Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar.
There you go, Kit Kat bar. I'm glad. It's so cool that you had to sing it.
I got some Kit Kat sitting right over there.
We're going to do that when we go karaoke.
Yeah.
All right, Mike, what do you want to do?
I'm not touching the BMX, so pop culture.
Okay, pop culture. Take on Me was performed by Aha, Police, or Duran Duran.
I'm going to go Aha because it's either that or Duran Duran.
You are correct, my sir. You are tied with Kevin at 9 again. Tim, you're not too far behind. You're only at 6. Going back to Kevin, though. What do you want to do, Kevin?
Number 1.
Pop culture.
Pop culture. Here we go.
I love it. No one's touching BMX.
I know. There's only one left, you guys. Whose hair was on fire during a Pepsi commercial?
I'm sorry. Can you say the question again?
Whose hair caught on fire during a commercial, Pepsi commercial? Excuse me.
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson. I got to go see that movie this week, guys. I heard it's really good.
Logos of good bike shops? No.
There you go.
The Ralph's hat.
All right, guys. So we're going back to Tim. Tim, we got one BMX and one pop culture left. What do you want to do?
Let's finish off the BMX one.
All right. In 1984, CW ran what type of race pants?
Oh. What year?
84.
1984.
What kind were they wearing? I want to say gear.
You are correct, sir. It was gear. All right. I'm going to
I
give.
wasn't sure if it was that or Max.
I was thinking Arrow.
No,
Everybody gets those two mixed up. So I was wondering if you were going to go Arrow on that one.
I started thinking of the ad they had because of them, Kuwahara, Bandito, they all wore the same ones.
Yeah.
That's exactly where I got the question from, man. That's excellent. Excellent. All right. Tim, you get the last one of the night. Shrink to fit refers to what type of jeans?
That's Mike, isn't it?
Mike, I'm sorry. Mike, shrink to fit refers to what type of jeans?
Your favorite ones.
I know Kevin knows it because we talked about it in another show. So
I'm gonna.
come on, dude. You can
Is it
technically.
Levi's?
Levi 501s. I'm going to give it to him, Kevin. He ties you for first place. So Levi 501. So with the final score, Mike with 10, Kevin with 10, and Tim with 7. Not bad, Tim. Even though Tim, you had a couple chances to capitalize.
I know, totally.
That was an awesome game, man. That was an awesome game. Kevin, how do you feel about tying with your boy here, dude? Look at he's frozen. He's like, I didn't lose. I'm.
Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate it.
There he is. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
dude.
thank you very much, man. A lot of fun.
Hey, before I want to go back and Tim, I want to talk. Can I ask you a couple of questions? about working as a test pilot for BMX Plus. What was that like, dude? Did you have to ride? Well, what kind of bikes did you have to test out? What'd you think about them? That type of thing. How was that whole gig going?
Most of the bikes you rode were, your standard, like a Mach 1, Diamondback Silver Streak, those things. So they're technically a smaller bike, but they're normally decent. But the coolest thing I think about being the test pilot was, besides getting to go some cool places, obviously end up in a magazine, which you can brag about in school. But I got to meet a lot of cool people. And that's how I got to meet like a lot of the pros that I, later on became friends with, because I never would have gotten to meet him before. So, there's a few times go to a photo shoot and I was kind of like starstruck, that's who, I mean, honestly, that's how it was at Dirty Fest, being on the gate with Stu Thompson. I'm thinking, my God, this guy was such a badass, and still is.
How did you land that gig, Tim? I mean, how did that even happen?
A friend of ours, Mike Sorrell at Azusa, was talking to John Kerr and said, like, hey, I got this guy that can jump good or whatever, right? He's a good rider. And so after the race is all over, he introduced me to him. We started talking, and he's like, well, could you do a few jumps for me and show me some things? I said, okay. I go, what do you want to see? And he said, do a Leary. And I said, okay. I go, how do you want it? He goes, well, what do you mean? I go, do you want it up? You want it flat? You want it down? How do you want it?
Woo!
I don't know. Just do it like that. So I went up and did it. And that's the first time I was in the magazine was that picture. And I was doing just all kinds of jumps. I mean, it was our local track, the local jump we always went on. So it was real comfortable, real easy. All your friends are there. So it was just fun. We were just riding, and then John asked, he said, hey, you want to test a few bikes? And I said, sure. And that's how it all began. And that's, I don't know.
We'll have to find those pictures, Tim, where he means it, when it's like, if you want a Leary where it's the bike's angled like that, level, I mean.
That's awesome that you gave him options. He goes, so I got a pretty big menu. What do you want to see?
like a pitcher that can throw 7 different pitches. It's just, I didn't know what to do. So, you're just, as a, 17-year-old, I think I was just riding. I was just jumping, doing what I like to do. So it's just.
Wow. So you were still in high school when you were testing bikes.
Yeah.
Man, you couldn't get girls with that, dude. I don't know what to tell you, man.
Well, it's funny because I would go to class and I'd be sitting there looking in a magazine and, being like a class clown, I like to screw at people. And luckily I was smaller. So I was looking through one of the magazines. There was like a full half picture. And I looked at one of these guys that's a football player. I go, hey, you guys in magazines like this? I go, no, that's right. You guys just play football. Then you're just like ready to threaten to kick my butt after class and stuff. And it was fun though.
Was that when you did that jump? Was at the ABL track?
Yeah, I'm just a tabletop in the second straightaway.
Second straight, okay. You know what? I always liked the first straight and the first roller, whatever you want to call it. It was a sick first straight, man. I love that straight.
The Wilcox killer.
Yeah.
I was just looking at that photo the other day with the neck brace, and he was on the ground.
Yeah,
Did you race, Kevin, when you would go over the second turn, or did you always race there when they only had the second turn? Do you remember going over the second turn?
I remember going over. The third turn was the pro crossover. Over that second turn.
What was the second turn?
Second turn.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we used to jump that before it was a jump. There was actually tires on the top, and we'd jump across it. Then you'd have to duck so you wouldn't hit the flags going across.
Oh, wow.
So, you were there the day that he crashed, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Was that 84 or 85?
84.
I would say 4.
Okay.
I don't know. I probably still have the trophy from it.
I got the picture of him.
Wait. So, okay, all right. Okay, Tim, this is important, man. This goes back to my roots.
Main bikes.
Main bikes. In that 1984, you were 16X or 15X?
84, I was 16 or 17.
So at that race, you were
probably 17.
Huh?
I probably would have been 17.
Okay, you raced 17 over X that day.
I think so.
We were in the same
Depending
race.
depending on what month it was. I don't remember what month it was.
We were in the same race,
Probably.
and
Oh, Kevin, were you there when Wilcox crashed? Is that what you're saying?
that was my biggest race ever. Now, okay, Tim.
So you probably won, and I probably came in an 8th.
No.
That.
I snapped my cranks out of the gate. I went over the bars. Do you remember? Was that the year that John Anderson won or Bubba Hayes?
Oh.
Damn, I have to look these up for you guys because they're in magazines. That race.
You know, Daddy, you say I'm trying to think. I almost want to say Bubba did.
Okay.
I would say Bubba won. That was like a local track for him.
Yeah, there's a photo of him coming out of that gate, and he's already got a pretty good snap on everybody, and it's in one of the magazines. He had those 1 3/8 wheels on that PK Ripper.
I can't. Daryl Young won 1 year too. It might have been John Anderson or Daryl Young. The reason why I'm asking is I don't remember racing Daryl Young.
Oh, you froze.
Come out of it.
Yeah, you don't remember racing Daryl Young. Come on, Kev. He's going to come back with the sentence already finished.
Right? And we'll just start another conversation that'll just confuse them.
I know.
Internet, dude, I swear to God, I'm gonna fucking.
We should. There he is. Okay, you were racing Daryl Young. Go from there, Kev.
I've always wondered who won that main because I was laying paraplegic on the front on the starting hill, and I don't know who won the race. That's why I'm just wondering.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Okay.
There's a video of one of those age classes right there where the guy that was out front went around the second turn and went back on the first turn and didn't go to turn 3. And he was out front and he lost because he went the wrong way.
You got
Really?
Yes.
I think that's a natural. I think that's a nightmare for any BMX racer to lose track of where you're supposed to go.
I almost want to say it's Don Jury, but I don't quote me. I'd have to go back and find the video. But somebody came out of the second turn and was pedaling their ass off and went right back into the first turn. It was like, oh, dude.
Yeah, there is a lot of footage of that race you guys are referring to on YouTube. I've reviewed it before. It's very grainy.
I would do almost anything to get a picture of me going over the bars or see the video of me going over the bars, breaking my cranks. And
there's a video that exists, Kevin. I saw Billy Griggs hauling ass on that track. That's the only one of the things I remember because it was I reviewed it in one of my videos some time ago, and I recognize that big starting tower you guys are referring to.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so there's a lot of There's a bridge on that one too, right? Or no?
Yeah.
So I've seen a lot of footage of that, Kev. I'll have to try to find it for you.
If anybody is out there, they have any pictures of anybody in a Maine Bikes uniform.
Main bike.
At this race.
We have to do
Probably me.
Yo,
I'd love to see. Oh, man, I'd love to
Back
see.
too from that track is that Billy Weeks, Bullwinkle. His dad was one that did the starter, or he was a starter there. So was my dad. My dad and his dad switched off all the time.
Okay. Yeah.
That's going to be a drinking game from now on. Every time Kevin says main bikes.
Main bikes.
Drinking game, dude.
Main shot. You're gonna have to get some little main bike shot glasses for us.
Yeah, we're having a Maine Bikes reunion at Dirty Fest.
There you go. I want a shot glass.
Yeah, buy shot glass.
All right. So we'll just walk up to your little powwow you're going to have with all your team riders and be like, Main Bikes.
Main bikes.
I've a couple people that send me every Maine Bikes picture that they find, and I get people randomly send me Maine Bikes pictures all the time. Who's this? Who's this? And I was like, I do my best to tell them who it was, but yeah.
Though Kevin really knows seriously though, he knows if I mention a rider, he goes, oh, he was on Main Bikes. I'm like, damn, that team must have been super mainstream, dude. I was like,
it was a big team, but I didn't know Ryan Krupe was on Maine Bikes until we interviewed him.
Wow.
That's right. Yeah. I was showing Kevin a photo of a Vans ad, and it had two guys on a half pipe. He goes, yeah, that's so-and-so for Main Bikes. I'm like, God dang, dude. You guys were right.
It was Hazelhorse.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
All right, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you very much, guys, for coming on and letting me talk about Azusa and main bikes and all the good stuff, dude. It's been a blast, dude.
Right on.
It was fun.
So,
Who's taking
Yeah.
the wagers for Dirty Fest? Who do we get the money to on who we're taking?
And Dale Holmes is probably the favorite for all the podcast YouTubers. I'd say him and
The wager on who's going to win out of you two.
I don't know, man. We'll see.
What bikes are you guys going to ride?
Kevin's gonna be on a Power Light, and I'm gonna be on a Skyway. Yeah, we got matching uniforms. It might be hard to tell us apart. I'm only half Kevin's size, so.
I swapped out my Redline Cruiser, and I got an Elf I'm going to try to race, so it'll be interesting.
Yeah, right on, dude. Right
And if
on.
you're unfamiliar, Tim, with the brand of uniforms they're going to wear, it'll be coming right in the middle of our show here.
Main bikes.
main bike, dude.
No, not that one.
S&K. Hey, S&K was just as big as main bikes, from what I remember.
Hey, after I left the team, they got national #1 team. So. Go
Wait. What? Really?
Yeah. They were badass, man. I
Right
hate to
on.
say it might have been when Matt was in between factory rides. He went and rode for S&K, and they won the ABA #1 bike shop.
Oh, dude, I didn't. Really? What year was this? 83?
Maybe 87, somewhere around there.
87. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I expect to see you guys at Dirty Fest in factory BMXPERTS gear. Yeah, no
I'm just
excuse.
going to be walking around going, main bikes.
Yeah.
I'll be in jeans and a t-shirt.
There you go. Kevin, you should put main bikes on the back of your pants instead of peace out. Main bike.
Peace out, man. Main bike, dude. Anyways, man.
That's the name of this. That's gonna be the name of this one. Main bike.
It'll be main piece.
I want to get. Do you have that picture of you jumping that double, Tim? Do you have a picture of that you can send me on your phone or something?
Yeah, it's on my phone.
Yeah.
I got a couple cool ones on the phone.
So I'm going to add all the pictures. I'm thinking I'm going to name it like locals only or local motion or something like that.
Sounds good.
All right, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. And we'll talk to you soon. Oh, one thing. Can I mention one thing, Danny? I'm sorry. Sorry, guys.
Go ahead, dude. I'm good.
Mike Allen has been watching this podcast since day one.
Oh,
I want to thank you, Mike, for watching. And he was always commenting on all the episodes, man. So, Mike, you know how far this podcast has come since I first started.
how do you think of the progression, Mike? What do you think so far? If your honest opinion of all this nonsense.
No, I mean, and I've told you guys, I've seen great progression, the questions, and I did see a little frustration, not frustration, maybe a little air out of Kevin there a few episodes in, and I thought, yeah, man, just gotta hang in there, buddy, and then you kept at it, and then Danny came along, and you guys have done tremendous, and
Yeah,
I'm telling you, man, you see those hands on that gorilla guy with the orange coat on? I can't remember his name.
Greg Hill,
Hands
man.
are huge.
It's kind of the angle he was sitting at, too.
Yeah, that's the one guy that I was always intimidated of more than anybody else. I just would not talk to him. He just never seemed like he was approachable. I was like, no way in hell I'm going up to that guy. No way. And Tosh and everybody would be like, oh, he's a nice guy. I'm like, I don't see it.
Yeah.
He was just always like on kill mode. Always.
Serious.
Yeah.
And Danny, if Dirty Fest won, I'm behind Tim, and we're walking up to the starting hill, and Tim turns around and looks at me and goes, "Are you that podcast guy?" And I'm all, yeah, kind of, man. And he's like, okay, just wondering. I'm all, oh man, I'll try to hide my face, man. So I remember that. I don't know if you know. I don't know if you remember that, Tim, but that's what you said.
No, I think so. I think weren't you talking to Bullwinkle? Or like,
Well, maybe.
I think because he said something about that. I said, "Oh, you're the podcast guy."
Podcast guy.
Are you the podcast guy? Yeah. But anyways,
Yeah,
I'm good with names like that.
yeah.
Yeah, but he's going to remember you now because of main bikes.
Maybe.
That's
All
funny.
right.
All right, guys,
Thank
we
you.
appreciate it, man. Let's go eat some dinner. And until next time, thank you very much, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the support. It's been bitching, man. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate the time, man. Sorry it took so long. Sorry about that.
Not a problem.
I got a lot of editing ahead of me. Peace out.
Take care.
Thank you.
See ya.
Hey guys, Danny Penny over at the BMXPERTS Podcast, along with Kevin Wilson, the founder and producer of the show. Hey, we want you guys to take the time to check out our website. It's under www.bmxpertspodcast.com. Kevin's put a lot of work and energy into creating the website, and of course he's the creator of the show, and we're definitely jumping into the merch game more. So we have some of the newest gear out right now. As you can see, the BMXPERTS Podcast hat there and the latest t-shirts. This is the stuff Kevin and I have been wearing on the show recently, and we're really anxious to get some of this merchandise out. If you're interested, please go to the website, place your order, and Kevin will get you all hooked up. We got more stuff that's in the works. Kevin's always at the drawing board there, trying to come up with some more ideas for the show. We definitely appreciate all the support you guys have been giving us as the show continues to grow, pick up more momentum, and we're picking up a lot of great guests over the last couple of months. It's been super exciting to see the progress of the show. But anyway, as I mentioned, please check out the website, take a look at it. You can see us on YouTube, BMXPERTS Podcast, and we'll see you guys out there.
Yeah, dude, I was that was so fun, man, and I hated to interrupt you guys' reunion, but I'm like, oh man, it's rounding 9 o'clock. I'm getting kind of hungry.
You cut it short, but no, hey, man, I appreciate you hanging in there. I know you must have been a little bit bored.
No, it wasn't that. I just felt like I don't know what to ask them. These are Kevin's boys, but I noticed. I'll tell you this though, Kev. Like at first, they both seemed a little stiff, and they were a little quiet. And then about 30 minutes in, they were okay. They were just talking away.
I was nervous, dude. I was flaky. I was shaky, and I kept saying, "Dude, snap out of it, man. Snap out of it. These guys are on your level. I mean, relatively, they're still faster than I am, but."
Well, they're from your area. They're your locals.
Dude, that almost made it harder.
Really?
Maybe, I don't know, dude. But I think I got over it eventually. But I felt a little bit uncomfortable at first.
No, it was a good show. I like talking to these guys, and I was really digging Mike's stories about his traveling, and I was like, wow, I didn't even know you raced at that sort of like level, and I was almost envious because I was such a local guy, dude. I had raced once or twice on the weekends, and every once in a while I go to a national. But to do stuff like he was doing, where he was traveling and racing, that was really awesome. And all of you guys got to race on bike shop teams. I was only co-sponsored by Livermore Cyclery for a short second, so I never really had the experiences that you guys had. And then Tim, man, he got to ride for BMX Plus, dude. That's just crazy cool, dude. I can't even imagine what that was like. You know what I mean?
But I found somebody that was on my gate, dude.
You did, yeah.
Somebody that was there. Another person that doesn't remember me.
Dude, it's just a matter of finding that footage, and I know that it exists. I know it has to exist, dude.
I've probably done 4 posts on Facebook. If anybody has any video of this race, and no one's ever responded.
So that national, it's called War of the Stars, right? And it's what year again was that, Kev?
They said it was 84, but I thought it was 85.
I think it was 80. Okay, I'm gonna do this.
If it was 84, it was after August because I would have turned 17 in August.
So it definitely wasn't 83. We could push that out, right?
Yeah.
It was okay. I'll do the best I can, dude, because I know that I've seen that race, dude. So I'm gonna go back and try to find it for you, and I'll see what I can do.
If you find that race on video, dude, and you can see me going over the bars, you're gonna see me whole shot, dude. And I look to the right, and I'm by myself, dude. I'm like, oh damn, second crank, cranks break in half, I go over the bars. I'd love to see it.
Oh man, dude. But that must have felt amazing for the few seconds before your cranks failed.
Dude, I don't remember any of these guys. I don't remember if it was Daryl, John, or Bubba. I don't remember racing any of them.
Oh no way.
No, nothing. I don't remember Tim. I don't remember anybody.
Hey man, well, congratulations on your anniversary, dude. I know you had I don't think I know I told you over the phone, but I'll tell you this on the show, man. I know I saw the photos, and it looked like you guys have a long history together. I told Kevin, I go, man, you guys were kids. You were like, man, I was 28.
I got married late, man.
But that's pretty awesome, man. I was pretty happy to see that for you, dude.
Yeah, dude. Hey, one thing. Did you watch? Have you watched the Hulk Hogan thing yet?
It's on Netflix, and I was gonna watch it the other day. I gotta sit down and watch that. It looks pretty interesting.
I'm not a wrestling fan. I was never into it. I thought it was stupid. But I kind of follow Hulk a little bit, dude. I was tearing up during this thing, dude. It was pretty emotional. It was good.
Is it a one and done, or has it got several episodes? Do you know?
4 or 5 episodes.
All right, I'll start watching it tonight. I'm gonna get something to eat, and I'll sit down and start watching it tonight. It sounds pretty interesting.
Yeah, dude. So I wish I would have asked Tim more about the BMX Plus test pilot type of thing. You think about these questions after it's already over with.
Yeah, I wrote down some stuff, and I kept losing track because you guys were talking about other subjects, and I go, I don't want to go back now. I'm gonna have to just. And then at that point, I was just like, go ahead, Kevin, just do your thing, because I was getting kind of lost on that one, but that was still a lot of fun, man. Appreciate them.
Yeah. All right.
And we got to our longest span ever, dude. And that's gonna be Mike holds that title, right?
Yes. I'm literally like second episode he was on.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah. So I'm almost embarrassed to remind him, like he's seen like the really crappy stuff. But,
hey, you know what, Kev? I come to think of it, I watched you interview Vance Patterson, and I did watch one where you were talking about when you acquired your JMC. I watched that video. I watched some of your early stuff. Yeah, it's almost weird to see you without me on the show. I'm like, that's kind of weird doing it by yourself, you know? And I'll tell you this, Kev, when I do my own videos, it's almost weird shooting them by myself, because I'm like, what do you think of this, Kevin? But I can't really. But you might hear me mention you a lot. Yeah, me and Kevin talked about this, and I got to show Kevin this, because I'm used to bouncing things off of you now.
You never mention me enough, dude.
I'll work on it.
All right, man. All right, drop your info, bro.
All right, man. Please like and subscribe. Follow me on YouTube. I'm under Danny Pena BMX Racing. We do BMX race reviews, BMX magazine reviews, all BMX content all the time. Please like and subscribe, and also please go visit our website. What is it, Kevin? Go from there.
BMXPERTS.com.
Yep, and then of course our sponsors. Get us Skewed BMX Racing. Is that what it is, Kevin?
SkewedRacewear.com.
I always get that wrong. SkewedRacewear.com. I got a chance to wear the new kit. It is badass, dude. I got some compliments on that in staging, and I thought for a minute, Kevin, this is gonna make you laugh, dude. Everybody's, hey Danny, and I'm thinking, damn, I'm hella popular. And then I forgot my name is on the back of my pants.
Hey, the 69 plate was a hit, dude.
Yeah, that gigantic number plate, dude. Yeah. I'm going to order a Haro 1B. I'm going to order that from Planet BMX. I think they still have some in stock. I was either going to get that or going to get the 09 Moto Control for when we go to Dirty Fest. I was thinking about getting one of those. But they look so gigantic now, dude. I know it's an optical illusion, because we had those on our bikes growing up and didn't think twice about it, right? And now when I look at them, I go, why do they look so gigantic to me now? And Kevin's homemade plate is like Kevin 2.0 plate, dude. It's hella big.
Yeah, it's big, dude. I'm gonna make another one for Dirty Fest 4, and it's gonna be I'm gonna paint it. I'm gonna spray paint it white.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put the 69 numbers on there, and I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller. But I'm gonna do another cardboard plate.
You should make one out of plastic, dude, and just make your own custom number plate out of plastic. I'm sure you can find a sheet of plastic somewhere.
Maybe.
Yeah, that would be badass. And then it's just gonna say Kevin instead of Haro.
Yeah.
Kevin Plate. That'll work.
Hey, so I'm think I'm gonna go to Barstow, dude. If you want to, or Bakersfield, if you want to go.
That's next month, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm 99% sure I'm going. So I probably will be there if I can. If I'm gonna ask my boss tomorrow. He owes me a favor, and then hopefully I'll be there, and I will be racing 58 beginner.
So that's going to be Sunday you want to race, or you're going to go for a Saturday race?
Oh, it's gonna be a Sunday race for sure.
Yeah, okay. I think the moto count will be down on Sunday.
Good.
Yeah, so that'll be all right, though. Yeah, I'll try to get out there if you know, because I think it would be pretty cool to be at the track at the same time. Because me and Kevin racing at the same time, that's going to be a very rare thing, right?
Would we race each other? Is it 54 and over, or is it?
Well, I wouldn't race you because I'm 55, and so I'm just under the cutoff of 56.
Oh, so it's 56 and over.
Yeah. So there's a chance because if the moto counts or rider counts low, they could mix us up together for sure. And I hope so because that would be so fun, man. Chase each other around the track. That'd be really fun.
Yeah.
Hey, we could take people out together, dude. It'd be awesome.
Yeah, dude. Team riding.
Yeah. They're going to be like, dude, these guys could never race again together.
All right, man. I got to go, dude. I got to go.
You too. I'm beat, man. But hey,
All
man,
right,
thanks.
Thank you very much for stopping by. And if you'd like to support the channel, BMXPodcast.com. And until next week, the track is closed. Peace out.
See you later.